Hey guys, welcome back to Show Me Firearms. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a pretty cool modification that I recently installed on my AR, the Magpul B.A.D lever or battery assist device. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this device because it's been around for a pretty long time, but we're going to check it out in today's video. So what the B.A.D lever is it's a device that attaches to your bolt release on the left side of your AR. It wraps around to the right side of the gun in front of the trigger, and it allows you to tap your bolt release using your fire control hand rather than your support hand. The theory is that it'll make mag changes quicker. So to demonstrate, let's take a look at a normal mag change without the B.A.D lever installed. On a normal mag change, you would take your fresh magazine, insert it into the gun, and then you need to take your support hand, tap your bolt release, then you can put your support hand back out there on the gun to get ready for your next shot. But with the B.A.D lever installed, what we can do is, with our bolt locked back to the rear, take our fresh magazine, insert it into the gun, immediately tap our bolt release with our fire control hand, while simultaneously moving the left hand back out there to get it back into position on the gun. So, in theory, this should make mag changes quicker because you're not having to waste time with your support hand, tapping your bolt release, then going back out on the gun. You can tap your bolt release while you move your support hand back out there on the gun. So, is the Magpul B.A.D lever really worth spending the money on and installing on your AR? Or is it just kind of one of those gimmicky devices that don't really work as well as they say? That's exactly what we're going to put to the test in today's video. Here's how today's test is going to work. So, I'm going to start with one round already chambered in the gun. I'll take that shot, drop the spent magazine clear of the gun, pick up a fresh mag off of the table that has one round in it, then I'll take that shot. We'll do this a total of 6 times, 3 times using the bolt release paddle to put the bolt back in the battery, 3 times using the B.A.D lever. And then we'll take the average time between each shot using the paddle and the B.A.D lever to see which one is actually faster. Now, to measure the amount of time that elapses in between each shot, I have this IPSC shot timer app here on my phone because I don't actually own a dedicated shot timer because those are pretty expensive and not really worth it for me to pick one of those up. So I've got the shot timer app on my phone. Not sure exactly how accurate it is. So as a backup, I'm also going to count the number of frames in between each shot in editing, then compare that number to what our shot timer app spits out. Between those two, we should get a pretty accurate picture of how long it takes me to reload using the bolt release paddle and the B.A.D lever. All right, first up, we're going to be using the bolt release paddle. All right, here we go. Safety off, start our timer. Okay, my shot timer app is saying 2.57 for the amount of time that elapsed in between each shot. Let's repeat this test 2 more times using the bolt release paddle. Round 2 with the bolt release paddle. Safety off, start our timer. Okay, our shot timer app is saying 2.22 on round number 2. Round 3, safety off, start timer. Okay, 2.35 on round 3. Okay, round 1 using the B.A.D lever. Safety off, start timer. Okay, our shot timer is saying 2.06 on round 1. So, that's a small improvement over my time using the bolt release paddle. Let's repeat this test 2 more times and get our average. Round 2 with the B.A.D lever. Safety off, start timer. Okay, my shot timer is saying 2.38 for round number 2. Third and final round with the B.A.D lever. Safety off, start timer. Oh yeah, 1.96 on round number 3. Okay, so I went ahead and started editing this video already, so that way we can get a complete picture of all the numbers from today's tests. Let's take a look at my average reload time using the bolt release paddle first. So the number I got from my shot timer app came out to be 2.38 seconds. I also got my average time from editing. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with how that works, basically all I do is I take a look at my audio waveform in my timeline. I look for the first spike, which is my first shot. Then I look for a second spike, which is my second shot. Then I count the number of frames that elapses in between those two audio spikes and convert that number of frames to seconds. This is a very accurate way of measuring time down to tenths and hundredths of seconds. So the number I got from editing came out to be 1.83 seconds. Quite a big disagreement there in between the number that the shot timer app was saying and the number I got from editing. Now I'm gonna believe the number I got from editing because it's way more accurate to count the number of frames and convert that to seconds than a free shot timer app on a cell phone is gonna be. So my official average reload time using the bolt release paddle is 1.83 seconds. Now for my average reload time using the B.A.D lever, the number I got from the shot timer app came out to be 2.13 seconds. Again, I'm gonna throw that number out because, again, it's gonna be way more accurate to get this number from editing. So the number I got from editing came out to be 1.49 seconds. That is 0.34 seconds faster versus using the bolt release paddle. So does using the Magpul B.A.D lever give you faster reload times? Yes, it does, about 0.3 of a second in my case. Could that number be improved upon? Absolutely, because I am not a competition shooter, and my numbers are honestly probably pretty pathetic, so if you guys want to make fun of me, feel free to sound off down in the comment section below. But this is still a fair test because I'm comparing my own pathetic skills to my own pathetic skills, so it's still a one-to-one test. Now, is the Magpul B.A.D lever actually worth it? If you're into competition shooting, I'm going to say absolutely. Now, I don't know anything about competition shooting, so I don't know if there's rules out there that say you can't use one, but if you're allowed to use a B.A.D lever in a competition, I would definitely use it because it will definitely give you faster reload times. Now, is the B.A.D lever worth it for the average guy like me who just enjoys plinking with his AR down on the range? It's going to be totally up to you, of course, but me personally, I think it is worth it because I like to see companies like Magpul and others, coming up with new cool ideas for products, trying to innovate on these existing platforms like the AR that we already have. So I think it's a pretty cool product. I think it's a pretty cool idea. So for me personally, I love the B.A.D lever. I think it's totally worth it. I'm going to leave it installed on my AR, and I'm going to use it when I'm just plinking down on the range because, again, I think it's just a cool product, and I like to see, innovation and new and cool ideas coming from companies like Magpul and others. So there you have it, guys. That is my review, my thoughts and opinions on the Magpul B.A.D lever. What do you guys think about the B.A.D lever? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I appreciate each and every single one of you being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check me out on Patreon. And until next time, show me them firearms. What a way to send off a monster mower, am I right? So much freedom!